The Smart Money Woman is back, and if you did watch the Smart Money Woman season 1, don't waste your time. Don't waste time too much. Just move into YouTube and go see the season 2. And if you've seen it, come closer. Come closer. We have a lot to gist on. The Smart Money Woman is produced by Arese Ugwu, and this series is based on a book of the same title, Smart Money Woman. And the season 2 is just giving all it is supposed to give. But before I go into the conversation about the episode 1 and 2 of Smart Money Woman season 2, I have this question for you. I have this question which I kind of find it's like it's I have this question which is, when for the episode 1, before the death of, if you've not seen Smart Money Woman season 2 episode 1 and 2, I think you should go see it before watching this review, but if you've seen it, just stay back. So my question is, before the death of Lara's mother, there was this scene where Zuri came and she was talking to her friends about the need for them to start owning property, and she was telling them about this while Lara is still lamenting, or while Lara just finished lamenting about the fact that she do not have so much, like she's spending so much on her mother's death and whatnot, and it's really draining and all of that. Do you guys think Zuri bringing up the need for them to start buying property was bad timing? Like, in as much as Lara did not really, it was not like a big deal in their friendship and whatnot, but do you guys feel like it was bad timing? If someone is struggling with a sick mother and she's spending so much on that course, don't you think she was not supposed to bring up the conversation of them buying properties at that moment? Or better still, because I feel like if she did not bring up the conversation, because it would have been an issue if probably she had gone on to have that conversation with the other two ladies in their group of in their friendship, in the clique, rather than having Lara to be part of it. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it was bad timing, or you feel it was right she had that conversation? Because why not? Why don't she? So that is one thing I feel like, okay, she's supposed to be having this conversation. If someone is dealing with this, are you supposed to be telling them about property and owning wealth and whatnot? Like, I don't know, I find it somehow, but I would love to hear your view and your opinion. So let us discuss Smart Money Woman season 2. So basically, Smart Money Woman is this series. It's based on a book that literally focuses on the life of these 4 women. Okay, it was 5 women for the season 1, but for season 2, one of the characters had gone out of the country. She traveled out of the country, so literally she's not part of the story anymore. So they are now 4. So it tells the story how these women take financial decisions and how these financial decisions really kind of play out in their life. And while we are getting to see this play out as a story, there is this narrative that really ensures, these narratives and write-up that really kind of pointed out that, okay, this is more about educating the viewers, especially women, on how they should really uphold their finances and do it right when it comes to financial decision. And this is a very good one to see. So let us discuss this season. One thing, so this season introduced some new casts while some casts are out of it, and one of them is Ladun. That's the 5th one. And I feel like for the season 1, she does stress me, but she's that person that I was finding so annoying because she was just spending and she's not even ready to take to do things right when it comes to her finances. She just wants to depend on her husband's wealth, and it's really, really draining to find out that her husband's family wealth is not, like, there's nothing there, there's nothing to depend on, and it was a very bad situation for her getting to find out at that point and whatnot. So that is that for Ladun. Let us focus on those who are here for the season 2 of the show. And let us start with Zuri. So for Zuri, Zuri is the main character. Zuri is the very, in as much as this series tells the story of these 4 women, there's still this center character, and it is obviously Zuri. So for season 1, Zuri seemed to be struggling with her finances and everything went bad for her, but that time was the time she really gets to understand that she needs to hold on to her finances and she needs to make decisions right, and she was able to push through for season 1. And season 2, I think she's still doing better, and at this point she's trying to leverage on growing financially. So that's like our story so far for this first 2 seasons. And she's gotten a husband, Tishola. I say husband, a boyfriend, a rich boyfriend, you know. It's crazy how she was never into him until she eventually decided to go for him and whatnot. And for this season, then the mother is on an egg to come and sow seed, you know. And I think that situation that Zuri find herself for this season, where the mother wants her to come and sow millions of naira to a church, you know, just because she feels like that is, the mother feels like that is right, and that is how Zuri would be able to get the right man, get married, and what, and all of that. I think that's like a financial trouble, or that is a struggle of a good number of Nigerian women. Not just Nigerian women or Nigerian parents, let me better say that. So away from Zuri, let's discuss other characters in this film, in this series, I mean. And the next was her name Adesuwa. So for Adesuwa now, she's now in that situation where she's been pressured to get back to her husband and whatnot. And for me, I think it is the best decision to just leave that man, because that man is draining her in every aspect, emotionally, financially, every aspect you could ever think of. That man is just the devil, and haven't been out of her life. I think that's like the best decision, the best thing that could have ever happened to her. And it's crazy that her mother is now in that situation, or is in that place of telling her, trying to ensure she go back to this man. And I think it will not be a good thing if she do so. I love the fact that she's standing on the ground, that she's just going to live her life all alone and just be our own priority and a child's priority. And I think that's like a very good one for her. Moving on to the next person is Tami. I think Tami is that character, or one of the women who is like very carefree, and not as much as she's from a very rich family, and I think that's just one thing that is saving her when it comes to her finances. But when it comes to making decision rightly and having to take financial decision the very best way, she's not one of the best, but she's still better than some people. Yeah, I'm trying to refer to Ladun, who is no longer on the series anymore. So for this season 1 and 2, for our relationship live now, she's still with Bobby, and you know, Bobby we always spend. The Bobby character is also a very funny one, because like Bobby. And away from that, then there's this new guy, the Tobi Bakre character, which is Phillips, and is like moving closer. And I would like to talk about Banke, but before that, let me finish with Tami. So for Tami now, for our relationship life, she's still Bobby's still in the picture, and it's tendency of this Phillips guy coming into the picture also. And she's doing quite alright, because she is making the right decision of wanting to get influencers to help her push her brand and let more people see what she's doing, and probably if that could be a very good conversion for her and her business. However, her worker are not buying that idea of using the influencer, because they feel they might not be able to get they do not have the finances to produce so much outfits, even if at all the influencers did convert, and probably the money to pay the influencer for that. So I think for Tami, she's kind of alright. Then for Lara, so I think Lara is one of the not one, she's like the person who make the best financial decision. It's just that our family is like a drama. They are like the people who are just on her neck. And for this season, our mother is struggling with cancer, and eventually the mother died at the end of episode 1. So for episode 2, she had to now graduate from having to suffer just a nuclear family financial struggle and financial burden, you know. Then now it's now like the extended family, because they are trying to push her into making a rational decision, all in the name of a burial ceremony or a funeral. And Lara is not backing down. She's standing her ground that she won't do anything stupid when it comes to her finances, and I love it for her. So that's for Lara, and I think she's a very fierce character. And I feel like this Toni Tones and the other character playing Zuri, they kind of seem alike for me, yeah. So away from that, then we have who else again? Tami. Okay, I think I've discussed them. Let us discuss Banke. I think Banke's story is a very beautiful one because it actually projects the situation that some people find themselves with, that where they are no longer in this class, they are struggling financially. Rather than them to make adjustments and make adjustments, they just want to keep being in that class, keep making people think they are financially stable, they are in that financial class. Moreover, the thing is, their secrets, which they feel like it's a secret, nobody know that they are struggling financially. Most time, everybody know, like it's an open secret. But probably people are not just confronting you. They are not just like confronting them with it. That's just like the story of Banke. Like there's rumor, there's conversation about, like that's from season one, about their financial situation, and she's still struggling to just keep changing the narrative and projecting herself to not be what people have to say about her. And I feel like it will just be draining financially the more and the more, because people don't have, and you're lying, and you're now going to have more debt, like you're incurring more debt into yourself or to yourself, just because you want to let people think you are not broke. Moreover, you are broke. What's the essence? What is the essence? I think for bankers too, it's actually trying to let people know that live your life. Like, don't live your life because of other people's. Like, try to do the right thing. And Banker is like a very annoying character. And why is Banker doing what she was doing with Bobby and coming to bribe? I'm like, if you have so much, so why don't you just use this to kind of make your family be in a better situation? You should be out of debt, and just live better life, rather than trying to project yourself to be who you are not, and it's not as if everybody don't even know. So it's just so annoying. So I'm looking forward to more episodes of the Smart Money Woman season 2. Bye.